What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking all about how to play as Rook. We're doing an operator guide on Rook, and we're going to be talking all about, is Rook still relevant in the current meta? Is Rook a good operator? And how you can effectively play Rook and also rank up. Let's get to it, shall we? First, let's go through his loadout. So you have the P90, which will have a 1.5, which this is honestly not a bad gun, but this is a head popper. You need to go for headshots, and it does have a little bit of kick, but if you do go for headshots, 50 bullets, not bad. Then you have the trusty old reliable MP5, a little bit easier controllable recoil, and on Rook it has a 1.5 or a 2x, whichever one you prefer. I prefer the 1.5 because I am on 4:3 aspect ratio, but if you're on 1610 or anything like that, like on console, 2x might not be bad. And then vertical grip, of course. This is going to be the gun that most people are going to go to because it's just a really reliable gun. P90 is a good gun. I personally wouldn't consider either of these superior to the other one. Like this is a head popper, does less damage. You need to get a headshot or you're probably going to die. The MP5 is a little bit more just reliable. And then you have a shotgun. With the shotgun buff, honestly, it's not bad. It has a little bit of range. Then we talk secondaries. So the reason why a lot of people aren't going to be running Rook shotgun is because you don't have like a fully automatic sidearm. So if you do choose a shotgun, you're going to end up having to run like the P9. So you have the revolver or the P9. If you're running either the P90 or the MP5, I highly recommend running the revolver because you can make kill holes, line of sight, and walls very easily with this compared to this or your guns. So this is what you're going to need to use if you're trying to make lines of sight. If you're running the shotgun, you can already do that, so I would just run the P9. And then you have 3, that's utility. If you're running Rook, you don't need to bring these. I don't recommend running a proxmine or an observation blocker. Other operators can handle that. Bring impact grenades, because when you're Rook, you need to be up in the fight and shooting, and you need impacts to kind of catch your enemies off guard and kind of distort their audio, or destroy enemy utility if it does arise. So I would go with impacts. All right, now we're gonna be talking about Rook's armor, his ability. So you just set it down and it'll give everybody health. I'm gonna minimize my camera so you guys can see the health increase. You're gonna go from 125 to 145. So every operator is going to get 20 extra health. So basically think of that as giving your entire team 100 extra health overall. And this can matter in firefights. If anyone gets into a firefight when they're wearing Rook armor and they would have had less than 20 health, they will actually still be alive and might come out on top. You're gonna see this a lot. Like, you're gonna see someone barely win a firefight or whatever, and they're gonna have less than 20 health. The armor helps a lot more than you would think. A lot of people, especially high-ranking players, think that Rook is completely useless, but that is actually a really strong use. And if you are not feeling super great about like your gameplay or whatever, you can at least give your teammates Rook armor and then try to be aggressive. So now here's the revolver. This is why I bring the revolver, is to make lines of sight like this, versus like using my MP5, which you can do that, but that's a full mag right there, and I kind of need all the mags. So the way to play as Rook really is to just be aggressive. You gave your teammates armor. Your entire job now is to kill the enemy team, so you shouldn't really be afraid anymore. Like, just be aggressive. Take your gunfights. You have an MP5 with a 1.5 scope, 1.5 meta, and yeah, just take your fights. Like, when I'm playing Rook, I am not necessarily roaming around the map. Like, you can roam around the map because you have a gun that can challenge attackers from any range. So I'm not really afraid to walk around the lobby as long as I have my gun up on the angles as I push through. Like so. If anyone shows up, I can defend myself and probably win. Because if they don't get to land a headshot, I have 145 health. I mean, it's kind of an even playing field for them. Their guns do more damage, but I have more health. So it really just comes down to who's the better shot in that situation. And I'll just run around, take my pot shots, and go to wherever the fight's at. And now talking about the impacts, a lot of times, let's say I'm in a firefight, guys behind that door, I'll throw an impact at him, distort his audio, and stand at a different spot. So he's gonna peek, thinking about that door. He's gonna peek really wide on my angle. I'm gonna be able to take him out. Or you can do what I like to call the Kool-Aid Man strat and just do something like this. Run through the wall, get your gun up as fast as you can. The ADS speed of the MP5 is really great. I mean, yeah. Boom, just like that. Now let's go through some Rook gameplay. Rook is a fairly simple and straightforward operator, so I really want to emphasize the gameplay portion of this video to really talk about how Rook is good. All these clips were taken in Champion Elo, so I am showing that Rook is usable in Champion Elo. Let's get to it. Swinging out. I mean, we catch the Ash completely off guard there. Have my gun up, just walk out on ADS, but I can ADS pretty quickly. There's little old Uzi thinking I'm on the red staircase, but I'm swinging around like a mad lad with my gun up. Boom. Okay, I hear a grenade underneath. I'm running around down red. We catch Sledge completely off guard. I'm swinging pretty aggressively because, again, I gave my teammates armor. And, you know, even if I go down, the round's not over. And my teammates still have a chance. Like, look at the zombie's health right now. A zombie barely survived purely because of the Rook Armor here. All right, let's see that. Got him underneath. Yep. That grenade that was thrown. That grenade that was thrown down the Azami, but it might have killed him without Rook. Because again, with Rook Armor, you are always going to go down. You're never going to die instantly. You're going to be down unless you get hit with a headshot. So he goes down, but doesn't die, and he gets picked up. And with Rook Armor, you can pick yourself up. Everybody in your team can pick themselves up, which is a massive plus when it comes to the Rook Armor. So Zombie either got revived or picked herself up. It doesn't matter. Zombie didn't die there, and Sledge did. So instead of it being 4v4 now, it is still a 5v4. The Zombie just hurt pretty bad. We swing up, their gun up, take him out. And now I know there's two on this balcony. I see one on rappel, and I see one right at my door. I try to go for the one on rappel first, and I know one's right at the door. So all you got to do is, I'm starting crouch because if he's standing, I'm just going to stand up and hit the headshot. So here. He is standing, and I stand up and hit the headshot. Consulate, I swing out, have my gun up. I see another one to my right. Boom. This thing rips heads, bro. Now, we're in the Visa area.
Ash rushing backside.
Not very well. Not very well. Have my gun up. So now I know they're coming in through the Visa double door. There's a couple of them. I'm not sure how many. I throw an impact to get to a different position like we just talked about. I hit the Iona clone. They don't know where I'm at right now. They throw a grenade at where they thought I was. I kill the Sledge. No problem. Iona swings out to get the refrag, and we take her out too. I didn't really take that many shots there. The MP5 is a crazy good gun with the 1.5. The biggest takeaway I want you guys to take from this video, if you are a newer player watching and want to like learn how to play as Rook, is do not be afraid. Yeah, you might be down on the scoreboard, but if you're going Rook, yeah, you're helping your team by giving them health, but don't feel like you can't still shoot back. Walking around my crosshair. My crosshair placement wasn't super great there, but didn't matter. MP5, baby. I walk in, I see someone in the drone hole, so I know he's going to the door. So I peek him like he would be standing, because I thought he'd be standing, but not gonna have to move very far. I just crouch and hit that shot. Now I hear one on top of the spiral staircase. I think about how I would walk down this staircase if I was there, and I keep my crosshair in that area, and we find him. So now we're on Cafe. I'm in B2. I take some shots there. Instead of overstaying my welcome, like he's going to jiggle peek, I didn't want to have to deal with that, so I'm going to swing wide now and just take him out. We take him down. Now I'm swinging into Cigar. Or swings through CS, and we take him out because we move to a different position. And just like that, Aruni jumped outside, killed someone, and hit a Claymore, but picked herself up outside because there were no attackers there to actually finish her off. So now the Aruni's alive. as well. So instead of it being a 2v1 because, you know, teammates dead outside, still a 3v1. Rudy's going to be able to come inside easily. Rook Armor starts to pay off dividends, especially later in the rounds. Boom. Just like that. Keep your crosser up and swing. I love the MP5. Honestly, it is probably one of my favorite guns on defense, especially with a 1.5 scope. I mean, I'm just running the sights upstairs. I'm just running around like a psycho because I gave my teammate Sauber and I have an amazing gun and I'm very confident when I swing. I have my crosser up. I hear someone break a door and we find the shot. I rotate around, then I rotate back because I hear someone coming from underneath. So as I swing, I really want to talk about this part really quick. As I swing here, look where my crosser's at. It's not flush on the door. It's slightly off. So let's say the door angle's here, right? It's not flush against the door. It's slightly out as I swing because it's giving myself time to actually react as I swing. So here I start to see him. And my crosshair, as I'm walking, it starts to just be on him. And it's not going to take a rocket scientist to see how this crosshair placement is going to end. Ayana doesn't know I'm swinging from here, and my crosshair's there. All I have to do is react, and we react. And then here, just holding the angle because the enemy fading outside. Boop. One little tap. Guy walks in, sled shotgun. We take him out. I walk up the staircase and find the ash. So again, I really want to emphasize this, how I swing on that angle. Look where my crosser's at, because I just assume the ash is going to probably swing out as I swing because I make a lot of noise because I am a 3 armor. So I'm ready for his swing out. He does start to swing out, and again, crosshair placement, like, what is he really going to do here? All I have to do is pull the trigger and he's just down before he even gets a shot off. That is it for the Rook Operator Guide. So Rook is a very simple and straightforward operator that a lot of newer players tend to flock to. This is why I wanted to make an operator guide mostly for you guys. A lot of times Rook isn't going to be picked in high elo, but that doesn't mean that he's completely useless. If you're feeling really good on your aim and you just want to give your teammates a little bit of armor and run around like a psycho with 1.5, Rook's not a bad choice, because if you're going to do that as Warden already, why not do it as Rook when you can just give your teammates armor as well? Like, yeah, you can do it as Doc, but let's say you go down, you won't be able to heal your teammates. There's an argument between Rook and Doc, which one I think is better. Honestly, I do think that Doc is overall a superior pick to Rook because the heals are going to be more effective, and he does have a bailiff to, like, you know, set up the site. Actually, Rook can't do all that. But if you are feeling like down on your luck and you're not feeling confident, you're solo queue and you just want to like pick something that's going to help the team, Rook's not necessarily a bad pick. You're still going to have a gun that is able to shoot back, and you're going to give your teammates armor. Trust me, no one's really mad that you're giving them Rook armor. They might be a little bit upset that you're not bringing utility, but I mean, again, you could have picked an operator like Vigil or Caveira, so they can't really complain too much. All right, guys, make sure to comment, subscribe, and leave a like down below for more. Let me know what operator you guys want to see next. Peace out. Till next time.